Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston, Madonna, Jennifer Lopez, Enrique Iglesias, Mary J. Blige, Cher. This has become like a really amazing time for electronic music, and probably not since the age of disco has dance music and electronic produced music had such an impact on a national level. Like you're noticing, like the top 40 now is just completely littered with dance production. DJs and producers are now getting equal billing along with artists, and the festival scene has just picked up, and there's hundreds of thousands of people going to these events now. It's really kind of an amazing and exciting time. It's certainly something I've been waiting for a long time for it to happen, where our music finally went mainstream. The tools are available for everyone now, so I've noticed one of two things happening. First of all, it's made it accessible to everyone in the world, but then what also is happening is a lot of people are using the same tools and sharing techniques. It's also making a lot of the music sound the same too. Like you notice big chunks of it where people are really like, there's a lot of imitation going on, which ends up burning sounds out quicker. A lot of trends are like coming and going way faster than they ever have before. It certainly is a lot more competitive now because so many people are doing it, but it doesn't take as long to develop into a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, like Avicii would be the perfect example for that. The kid, he did a couple of really good remixes and a couple of really good originals, and it seemed like it was only about a 3-year climb to when it happened, whereas before it would take you a good 10 years of in the trenches. Another really good example would be something like Skrillex. I mean, he just got announced this week that he's nominated for Best Artist of the Year Grammy. I mean, the guy was doing punk records only a couple years ago, and now he literally is a rock star. He's on tour, he's making records, doing amazing video work, and just came out of just kind of a kid on a laptop, making really sick tracks, and it's absolutely accessible by anyone now. The industry is a business. It is a business, and it's a business about numbers and about sales and about units and about moving product. It's just like selling toothpaste and batteries. Like that's what music is to certain people that keep the business running. And the art and commerce really don't make good mates. And that's the biggest thing, is because you want to be able to do your art, you want to be able to touch people, but the fact is, you've also still got to be able to, somebody's got to be able to make money on it, or they're not going to give you that opportunity. And so that's ultimately the biggest struggle that happens in the industry. So for me, it's more important just to kind of like stay involved in doing something that you love doing, something that is really near and dear to your heart. My two favorite clubs that I ever played at are no longer with us, which was Nation in DC and the old Crowbar in South Beach, two residencies I had, which were just some of the best ones ever. Places that I love going to now, the Week International, which actually, well, there's actually 3 locations, but the Sao Paulo Week and the Week in Rio are just amazing parties. Mecca in the Czech Republic in Prague is really fun. Mixed Club in Paris is another really, really, really fun place. The facility definitely makes a difference. The facility can make an amazing, it can make a good night amazing, but it really ultimately comes down to the people. I really am a firm believer that lighting can make or break a night, a great night in the club or a great performance. Because the fact is, like when you're dealing with a party and with a huge group of people, you're able to affect more senses at once, which ends up to be a way more profound experience. I've played amazing parties in amazing clubs, and if the light guy is crap, it doesn't matter how good I'm doing, there's something that doesn't feel right about the night. And there's other parties I've done where there's a guy that literally is a musician in his own way, like a really, really good lighting guy, or like an LD, will sit there and he's reading the music, and he's literally playing the music for your eyes. Like, he's making something happen that you can't really put your finger on it why something else feels right. But when somebody, you know, when there's a moment that happens sonically and your entire body, you know, goes through something, and at the same time, you know, your lights are stimulated with the same exact kind of emotion, it's this full body thing that happens, and it's just absolutely critical to the whole experience. And the only thing that's going to get better is if there's ever like a smell jockey that actually does, which I actually encountered last year when I played a party in Brazil, and there was actually like a guy that worked with scents, and he had all these fans and all these like little beakers and stuff, and he would try to like affect you like emotionally and just add this other sense, you know. But when you think about being on the floor, you're being stimulated with your hearing, you're being stimulated with the vibrations and with touch and with people around you, and the visual thing kicking in, really good lighting and really good things like when it all gels together, that's what makes that amazing experience on the dance floor. I just got signed to an album deal, so I'm doing an album for Tommy Boy Records, and the first single is already completed. It's a really cool. I'm really proud of the record because it's a shift of me kind of working behind the scenes and working on other people's songs to actually doing my own music and doing my own writing, and a lot of collaborations, and it's been a really fun process so far. My whole life has been a tour for the last decade or so. So yeah, I'm just out traveling a lot, gigging a lot, meeting some great people, playing some great parties, and just, you know, living the dream.